I'm just going to talk you through the cool down stretch. Now this needs to follow your every time you do a workout, so you need to do this after each session, okay? Normally it takes about 5, 6, 7 minutes, but it's really important, so make sure you don't forget it. First one we're going to do then is a calf stretch, yeah? So we're just going to take our foot back, check our toes, make sure our toes are facing forwards, and then we're going to do a tricep stretch with it. So you place the hand in between the shoulder blades, and then you press down on the fleshy part of the arm. Okay, so you're doing like a double stretch there to save on time, and you're going to hold it for 30 seconds, alright? So you're going to just swap, I'll just show you from the other angle, guys. Just swap legs, make sure the front knee stays in line with the ankle, and the heel stays on the ground when you do that, and then you press down on the fleshy part of the arm, guys, yeah? So you're doing a calf stretch and a tricep stretch there as well. Okay guys, this one here is the quad stretch, so grab hold of your instep, knees together, ease your hip forward and feel the stretch in the front of your thigh. Alright? Make sure you do both legs. Again, if you feel like you're wobbling or if you feel like you can't sustain that position, just grab hold of a wall to support yourself. Okay? Guys, if you're very, very inflexible in your quad, what you can do is if you've got like a sock, you can grab hold of your sock or your shoe tab and just pull it in like that, okay? That's an option for you. Next one we do, guys, is the hamstrings. This is the waiter's bow stretch, okay? So you place your feet together, you put your hand on your lower back, your hand on your stomach, and you flex forwards from your hips until you feel a stretch in the back of your thigh. You take it to the point of discomfort, not pain. I'll just show you from the side. So the feet stay together, hand on the lower back, and you suck your abs in, flex forwards until you feel a stretch in your hamstrings, guys, right here. When you do that, careful that you don't do this. You've got to keep those shoulders back and maintain your posture. Okay? Next up, guys, we do a glute stretch. Now again, you need to use the wall if you feel like your balance is going to go. You just grab hold of your foot and you place it on the top of the knee. You lift your foot up with this hand and you press the knee down and you squat down with this leg until you feel it in this muscle here. Again, you're holding all these stretches for 30 seconds. When you feel the stretch, just hold it there and wait for the stretch to disappear. So you're not bouncing any of these, you're just holding it, and when you feel the stretch starting to ease off, then you just sink down a little bit more until you further increase the stretch. You do both legs, guys, on that. Next one we do is the hip flexor. I'm just going to grab a cushion. So hip flexor, guys, you place the knee on the ground like that. Make sure the knee is directly underneath the hip. Okay, this knee here is directly above the ankle. You put your hand on your hip here and just ease your hip forward. Contract your glutes, so this glute here, until you feel a stretch in the top of your thigh just below your hip. So you're kind of doing this movement here. You're lunging forwards until you feel a stretch in your hip flexor muscle. Yeah, which is the top of your thigh just below your hip. Okay, guys? And you do both sides on that. Okay, and our little revitalizer at the end, hands or feet at shoulder width and a half apart. You take a deep breath in, and then you breathe out. You take a deep breath in, squatting down, and then you breathe out. You do 5-10 breaths of that, and then boom, you're done. That's your cool down, and that's your stretch.